Hello again. So I haven't made much content for quite a while, but again, the last couple of months have been just flat out work-wise, really busy. Plus I've got the other channel, and so I haven't really given you guys enough content, but hopefully that's going to increase. Unfortunately, in a couple of days I've got to go to work again for another couple of weeks. But after that, I've got 3 weeks off, and yeah, I'm gonna have they wanted me to do work elsewhere, do maintenance, and I just said no. I need to have a break. Sorry, no way. And then I just got another message again. Can you work? No, sorry. I need to have a break. Like seriously, have a break. Physically, it's just been grueling. So anyway, so I'll tell you about the hike that I just did. Man, it was a breaker, and if ever I deserved a nice cold beer, I deserve it this time. So, Živeli, Prost, cheers. Oh, I needed that. Let me tell you. So, what this is about is that I have found the start of the Bambaroo Track. And you would say, yee, yeah, very happy, finally. And I'd sort of stumbled onto it by accident. To and from home and Townsville, I actually saw a sign once and it said Bambaroo Track. And it just looked like a private driveway, and when you look down there you could see a house, and I thought, yeah, that looks weird. So anyway, when was it? I think Saturday, or a few days ago anyway, I actually popped in there to have a look at what was going on, and yes, there was a gate saying bushwalkers, rah rah rah. So on yesterday I had packed my Mountain Designs Trekker 45 pack to the hill to do an overnight. I was intending to do an overnight, well, thank God I didn't, because you'll see in the footage. Man, that climb, and I'm not exaggerating, that climb is easily 30 degrees to 40 degrees. I'm not kidding you, it's like that. I'm not exaggerating. I did not take a pole or 2 poles, walking poles. I should have. On the way up, yeah, you can do without them. On the way down, yeah, there was quite a few times I almost went arse over tit, because it's really loose gravel and dirt and rocks, and the gradient is such that once you start sliding, it's really hard to stop. So you need to be wearing hiking boots. Don't be wearing runners. Now, when I got there, there was a couple of vehicles already there, and I wasn't sure what they were up to. When I got, and you'll see in the footage, when I got sort of halfway up, I saw there was paragliders. So I'm like, oh yeah, that must be the cars of the paragliders. And then I made it up there and found, because there was no signage on the way up, and I'm thinking, oh, am I going the right way? Because there's a few roads going off to the side here and there. Anyway, I made it all the way up to because it goes up to the Vodafone phone tower, and up there, there's next to the tower there's open ground, and that is where paragliders launch their paragliders. There's a windsock and nice slope, open slope where they can just run off. And there was a vehicle up there and a couple of chairs, and there was 3 guys that were flying around. Now, if you're thinking about going up there, you need 2 of these. The other thing is you're probably going to have to take a shitload of water, because I don't know I have no idea you can't really get a lot of information as to, how much available water there is, like creeks, ponds, whatever, creeks. So after I come back from work, I am going to do an overnighter. I'll climb up to the top of the tower there, at the start of the track, and then I'll go, I don't know, maybe all the way to the dam. It does go all the way to the Paluma Dam and further. There are other offshooting tracks. And the GPS app that I used was, the only one that was useful was Gaia, G-A-I-A, Gaia GPS. It's really accurate. It shows all of the tracks, tracks that none of the other apps show. In fact, none of the two apps I couldn't even get map on. Get my location, no map. HEMA, I got my location and map, but there was no tracks on that. So HEMA's shit. Yeah, I regret paying. It's in fact, HEMA was the most expensive, and yet it was it's one of the shittest. You know, it's just crap. Sorry, HEMA. Yeah, all those Aussies going, no, HEMA's great. Yeah, no, it's not. Gaia all the way. If a product's good, I'll recommend it. If you want an online map or offline map, I'm using offline maps. Get Gaia GPS. It's definitely worth the investment. Anyway, so I had a bit of a poke around up there and made my way down. Very precarious. If you're not sure of foot, or you know you're getting on in years, don't try it. It's really rough. Yeah, you're gonna fall over, guarantee it. I almost did a few times. And because at the moment I'm so out of shape that it was grueling. On the way, when I got back down, there was a couple of guys turned up in another vehicle. They came through the gate, because you drive through a gate and you just park your car there. There's just a bit of an open mode area, and they were paragliders too. So they were going up to do paragliding, and so I had a nice long chat with them, and which was interesting because they actually live in the same town as me. I'd never seen. I've been in this town 17 years, and I've never seen them before, and they've never seen me. And I think one of them's lived like 10 years, and one of them's lived a couple of years. Yeah, it's funny. It's only a small town, but still, if you don't, circles. I'm not much of a socialite, but anyway. So I'm going to show you the results of the video footage. I don't know, you might find it boring, you might find it interesting, but there's some really picturesque scenery, especially at the top where when you get to the Vodafone Tower, and there's that clear area where the paragliders take off. It's just a magnificent view. So and that's the start of the Bambaroo Track there. So anyway, without further ado, I don't think I've got anything else to mention. Yeah, definitely take a pair of walking poles, heaps of water, and yeah, be prepared for a really steep climb. Really steep. It's actually, that climb is worse. Yeah, that's the worst. That's the steepest, worst climb I've ever done. Full stop. Yeah, it's really bad. So without further ado, here's the video. I don't know if you get a very good picture of that, where how high up I am. Oh man, where's that screen? Alright, so I finally have located, sorry I'm out of breath, it's quite a climb. I've finally located the Bambaroo Track, or at least I think I have. I don't know, because about 75, 76, 77 kilometres north of Townsville, on the left hand side there's a small sign that says Bambaroo Track, and when you go down the driveway, it looks to be a shared driveway, and then it branches off to the left and there's a gate, and it says Vodafone Tower, and I think Bushwalkers something or other, and it says Bushwalkers, leave your car parked in the parking area inside the gate. So there's just a wire hook holding the gate, chain and wire hook holding the gate, so you go in there and there's just a mode area to park your car. Now, up till now, other than what was at that gate, there's no signage as to where, because there's all these other tracks branching off, like car tracks, because this is a car track, because this is going, this is going up to the Vodafone Tower. Now, it could be that the track proper starts at the Vodafone Tower or somewhere near there or something like that. I don't know, but I have not seen any markings whatsoever. So I just need to have a break and a rest, because this climb that I've just done is about, I'd compare it to pretty much to the climb on the Damper Creek side of what's it called, track. Yeah, I'm really lightheaded at the moment because I'm really out of shape. I haven't had it hike for a long time. I've just been working, and you don't really stay in shape working. You just, yeah, you're depleted. Yeah. So I've got like 6 days off, and this is like the third, fourth day off, and the first 2 days were just recovery. And yesterday and today, I went to the range again. I went on Saturday, yesterday was Monday, and so that'll be on my other YouTube channel. And so what I'll do is I'll keep going up to the tower and just see what happens. So I'll switch off for now and get back to you. There we go, paragliders. Who knows what they're doing here? I'm assuming that might be their cars at the bottom. I can't even see that. They're just riding the thermals through them there. So yeah, they're up a fair way. You can see the two on the left are actually, well, that one in the far left is actually climbing. So those thermals are really strong. So that's nice. I'll keep going though. So I've hit a paved section. Now, what I'm assuming is that I'm close to the top, because this is way high. I can't actually see the phone tower, so I must be really close to it. Those paragliders are really close. They're probably wondering who I am. I'm just wondering if they're here illegally or legally. Who knows? I'll find out if they land. But this is super steep. Really doesn't give you a good indication of just how steep this is. That's level. And show you where I am. I'm way up. Way up. Man, what a climb. Whew. I should have picked an easy one. Start hiking again. Oh, I'll get back to you when I can breathe. Now, down over there is my car. Where is it? It's like there somewhere. Yeah, the one on the right. That's how far away it is. Man, I tell you what, if you go over the edge here, yeah, you're gonna get seriously hurt. So stick to the middle of the road. So, I've made it to the top, and this is the first bit of signage I've seen. It's where the Bambaroo Track starts, and that sign looks like it hasn't been there for a whole long time. And the vehicle track keeps going around. Man, I'm not kidding. That climb is pretty much a 30-degree gradient, almost all the way, or worse. No joke. There was some spots where I almost slid down. It was so steep because the track is pretty much just rocks and dirt and gravel. And so here's the chairs. I'm assuming, oh, someone's chairs anyway. Here's a vehicle. So this must be the, oh, I won't show the number plate. This must be the vehicle of the quick flash of the paragliders. But have a look at that. Have a look at that.
That is something else. If you want a view, yeah, that's a view. That's quite incredible. Yeah. So this is the other side of the range. Oh, crikey! Let me tell you, those paragliders are still in the air. I'm assuming they're just going to plod back down on here. I'm assuming they've got permission. I have no idea. Now, back to the ye old track. I might, I don't even know what time it is. It's about midday, 12:30. What I might do is just walk down it a bit and just see what it, how it starts off. Yesterday, I kid you not, I had packed my that Mountain Designs Trekker pack, Trekker 45, I think it is, and fully loaded it, and I was actually going to climb up here and try and walk down the track and have an overnight. Well, I can tell you right now, this is a screen. I am so glad I did not do that. I don't think I would have made it, because I'm really out of shape at the moment, and it would have killed me. It would have taken me like, I don't know, a couple of hours at least, or more, to get up here. It was just, yeah, it was horrendous. And that pack, even though it's only 45 litres, I've, you know, got, again, too much in it. I've really got to lighten it up. If I seriously want to consider climbing up here, I've got to make it a lot lighter. And so I'll eliminate a few things. I think I'll only take the bare basics. I'm not going to take, yeah, I'll figure out what I'm going to take. Definitely taking the sleeping pad. It does take a lot of space, that sleeping pad, but man, there's nothing like getting up in the morning and actually being rested, because you could sleep, because your hips didn't feel like you've been in a smash-up derby. Pardon me. So the track, I can see where someone's gone up here with a motorbike. More likely than not, one of the locals with a little tray on the back with his dog, with his pig dog on the back. Yeah, locals do a lot of that around here, quite unashamedly. Yeah, so I'm not going to go very far, because I've actually got to get back and do some preparation. Actually, I've got to do a couple of online inductions. Man, I tell you what, if you don't want to keep going back to school again and again and again, don't get a job in the mine. Oh, don't get a job doing labour hire in the mines. If you're going to a whole different bunch of mines, you'll just be doing inductions over and over and over again. Okay, so the track, so there's clearly marked, goes this way. So yeah, there are markings everywhere. These don't look very old. They must have been redone quite recently, because under normal circumstances that paint would be peeling off. So it's quite tight. It's got a tight little track. Yeah, I don't know how far it goes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back somewhere, sit down, get my tablet out, get some of the GPS apps up, just to see where it tells me I am. So I'll go back to the start of the track. I was thinking about sitting down in one of their chairs, but I won't do that. So I'll come back. So I found the start of the track. Now I want to see on the app how far this damn track goes, because my understanding is it goes all the way to the Paluma Dam. Because originally everything had me going to the Little Crystal Creek, and then going up the Paluma Dam maintenance road. It's paved, and it says, you know, no one's allowed here, but I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll park my bum somewhere and get the tablet out somewhere where it's not all ants. This doesn't look too promising, but I'll have to use it. So I've got the old tablet out, the Lenovo, and I've got several apps. So I'll plonk this down. Okay. I'm going to where you're looking at me. I don't know if you will be looking at me. I'm going to sit down on a snake. Shouldn't be a whole lot of danger for snakes because it is still what we call the winter months. So I'll take these off, put them on my hat, hopefully not drop them. Start this up. Now my sorry, the camera's on the tilt. Sorry about that. My mobile was going off. It's pinging because I'm so high up. I'm assuming that I'm getting coverage from. This is a Vodafone tower pretty much behind me, but I don't know where. Yeah, Optus might be hanging off it, or I don't know what, because I'm Optus. So I'll start this thing up. Man, that was grueling. Like, yeah, I'm out of shape. I've got to get back in shape and get back on that diet. I've just I've been eating heaps and heaps of carbs, and yeah, I just got super fat. Actually fatter than I was when I went on that diet, so I think. So I've got to get back doing the right thing. What's going on here? Come on. It's trying to recognise my face and it's not having much luck, so yeah, it's recognised my face. Okay, let's see, we'll try Australia Topo Maps. And what am I getting? So I've got no phone, I've got I'll get into Gaia. Gaia is usually pretty good. In fact, Gaia was more accurate than anything else. And I've got, okay. Let's go location. Where am I? Okay. So, alright. Alright. So, okay. It's got me, yeah. It's got me at, yep. The Gaia, yeah, definitely worth the investment. So, it goes all the way, yeah, it goes all the way to the dam. Shays, oh yeah, that's a long track. That is a really, really, really long track. It goes all the way. Oh man, this goes a hell of a long way. Yeah, it's all pretty much dead ends. There's a road there. Benham's Falls. Where does that go to? So it just goes to pretty much to dead ends. Garuga. You get to that. Okay, so the track going to Yaruga. Yeah, man, and this, yeah, you could spend a shitload of time. You go all the way to Mount Spec. So I am, how high am I? You're kidding me. I'm probably about 500 metres up. So yeah. So yeah. There's that track's really long. That's definitely a overnighter or better. Let's see what HEMA has to say. It's got me. I'll pinpoint my location is there, and like it doesn't even have a track. So HEMA is. I found HEMA to be pretty useless. You know. Oh yeah, it's Australian. Yeah, but it's crap. What about GPS location has been activated offline? Yeah, I know. And I've got no map. So Gaia and HEMA are the only ones with maps, and HEMA is useless. It doesn't even have the tracks on it. Australian Top A maps had nothing. So yeah, so Gaia is definitely the one. I've found Gaia to be the best, full stop. So what I'll do is I'll get out of that. I'll shut this down. So, as per usual, the only map app or GPS app that that has been of any use is Gaia. So yeah, I'll get rid of this. Oh shit! There's my glasses. See if I can get this tablet back in the back of my pack without losing it. Yep. All right, so yeah. Switch these screens around so I can see myself. John, what are you doing? Right, yeah. So if you want to go trekking on tracks on foot, even by vehicle, the GPS app, map app that I would advise getting is Gaia. It's got topographical lines, it's coloured, it's and it has shown me tracks in some places that I was even unaware of. So that's my advice. Don't get HEMA. It's a pile of shit. Australian Top A maps and hasn't even got a Top A map of this. Whereas Gaia does. Gaia's got everything. So get Gaia. I've got Gaia offline. You pay for it. I can't remember how much it costs. I think on a yearly basis, but it's definitely worth it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head straight down. One thing about this hike up here to the start of the track is, is funny. It's got a front screen, but the front screen isn't a touch screen on this. Again. Yeah. I'm really lightheaded after that. DJI Osmo Action, sorry. Yeah, the front, it's got a front screen, but it's not a touch screen. The rear screen is. So when the front screen goes blank, you got to touch the rear screen just to be able to see yourself. So now I know what I'm up against. I'm gonna have to get into shape, because if I'm carrying a pack on the way up here, I just started on the way down now. if I'm carrying it back on the way up here, it's got to have bugger all in it, otherwise it'll kill me. Or I've just got to, this thing's fogging up, or yeah, I'm gonna have problems. This screen's fogging up. It's pretty, it is very humid, it has been very humid. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention was that if you're considering climbing up here up the Vodafone Tower track, up to the start of the Paluma track, Bambaroo Track, bring your poles, bring your walking poles. You're going to need them, I'm telling you. I needed them and I didn't have them, and it was a struggle. It would have been so much easier. They really do make a difference. If you've never tried walking poles, you should do it. They really, ooh, see that? This is going to be really precarious going downhill. Going uphill, up a steep gradient is always easier than going downhill. Now, I think I'll just, so this is quite nice what I'm going through now. It's quite tropical and shaded because of the vegetation, but for most of the way you're at the mercy of the sun, so bring a lot of water. Now I have no idea what the water situation is, so when I do come up here to do that overnight, or maybe 2 nights, whatever, which it'll be in a couple of weeks time, because I've got to go working for a couple of weeks straight from one job to another. But after that, I'm going to focus on staying in shape and losing weight. One thing, yeah, I'm just going to be carrying, I don't know, probably 10 litres of water, no joke, because I have no idea what the water situation is going to be. So can't risk it, you know. No, I'm up here in the mountain range, but you never know. So anyway, I'll get back to you when I get back to the car. All right, see you.